sidearm flask below this. These are very expensive too. There's several of them, so you can run a couple at a time. Basically, I don't know if there's a sidearm flask down here anywhere. You can just imagine that this is a sidearm flask, so you can hook up a vacuum to it. And Eshelman has one in his lab. If you guys do this up there, or if you do it down here, you could just get one from Terry. But you use a piece of filter paper, like a 2-micron filter, and you place the filter paper on here. All this has to be sterilized with ethanol and then flamed, so you have no bacteria on the surfaces.
Draw heat and chemicals can kill bacteria, right?
Right. So your alcohol can kill most of it, but sometimes the alcohol can have bacteria in it. So I found that to be the case in my experiment, that the alcohol was contaminated. So not all these clamps work well.
Question: would we need to use sterile water or anything, or how do you sterilize?
I did get some different water because the DI was also contaminated. I grew DI just straight, and like I said, you'll probably find bacteria in your DI because it's not sterilized, it's not distilled, it's just deionized, so it's not necessarily 100% pure, but they do have water purification filters on the second floor in the 49 room, I think it's called, just on the other wing over there. There's also in the chemistry laboratory, there is purified water, so you can grab purified water directly and not have to worry about having to sterilize it.
Okay.
Basically, once this is on the flask, it's a little easier to clamp it, but you clamp it tight, the filter paper is in between. You take out your sample that you're going to analyze, you dump it in here with the vacuum on, it sucks the liquid through and catches all the bacteria on the filter paper. And you have a pair of tweezers that you flame as well. You dip in alcohol or squirt with alcohol, flame the tweezers, use that to remove the filter paper. So once your liquid is gone, whether it's diluted or not, you run your sample through. You gently take the filter paper off by the edge, and it's a difficult technique. I wonder if I can find it. It's not difficult, but it's just
tedious.
in order to get it right, you have to use this technique.
So Joe, so you actually sterilize this, and then of course sterilize the tweezers between every use?
Between every use, so you're gonna. It's a little time consuming and tedious, but if you're working as a group, one person could be sterilizing while the other person is setting the plate out or taking the filter off and preparing the next one. So you can have 3 of these things going at a time, so you have 2 sterilized, 1 in use, and just keep rotating, and somebody's constantly sterilizing. And
oh, another question. I only see gas valves here, not
vacuum.
Not vacuum.
Up in Eshelman's lab, or possibly in the next lab over, there are vacuum hoses. I'm not familiar with this micro lab that much. But in every single small lab that is teacher-associated labs, they have vacuum setups with a hood. So over there by the hood, there would be a vacuum.